God, body, peace, and blessings. Uh, Nigga had a brain fart, but yeah, get into it. Coming with a fucking similarity that I've noticed between the axis of Pisces and Virgo, right? They both showcase dealing with the hidden, right? From the Piscean aspect, I guess you can call it the spiritually hidden. This is the subconscious aspect, the God that's hidden within all, hidden within us, hidden within pretty much everything in reality, inside and out. Those are that is the hidden aspect that Pisces refers to, right? In a nutshell. And Virgo also refers to the hidden aspect as well, but it more so speaks to it from how the minute things, the details, you know what I'm saying? The minuscule, you feel me, that which is easily looked over or that which is not even perceivable by the eye. You feel me? Microscopic things like amino acids, you know what I'm saying? Bacterium. Like these small things and whatnot that can play a major part in governing the affairs of our everyday life and reality. Yet, they're often not really thought of with enough attention because the mind is unable to grasp these things, right? The mind is unable to pick up these things with the naked eye. It takes a sharp level of study, a sharp level of observation. It takes a deeper attention to detail in order to be able to even understand or discover the existence of these things, right? This is why, one of the representations of, the Virgo zodiac sign from the Vedic perspective is a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody who's in the health, somebody who's in the healing, somebody who's in the herbalism, because these types of people and practitioners understand, you know what I'm saying, the things that you put in the body, the chemistry, the genetic makeup of the different foods, herbs, how they go together, the different combinations and what organ systems exactly is going to hit, and, parasites, how it's going to flush out the parasites. Like, they understand these things to a great level of detail. They understand the blood, they understand the lymphatic system, they understand the different small, hidden, unseen systems of the body on a genetic level, on a DNA level, on all these different levels or whatnot, and they know how to pinpoint exactly what needs to be distributed, how to distribute it in order to bring balance back to the body, right? I mean, shit, fuck. 500 years ago, if you would have gave somebody a Percocet and, motherfuckers would have been getting high or wilding out, or you would have gave somebody some, I don't know, some medication to cure cancer, or let me not say that. Give somebody a medication to cure high blood pressure, or let's go back 2,000 some years, right? Administer a vaccine of some sort or some medication to cure a lot of the disease that they were dealing with in that particular time. Those people would probably look at you or look at us as like we're doctors. We're not even just doctors, we're sorcerers. You know what I'm saying? Like we're fucking occultists, or, we're doing witchcraft or whatever you want to call it. Because how do you just bring this small object, this, rock like object, this pill, or, this little bit of liquid or whatever, and all of a sudden, you cure my headache, or, you cure my digestive issue, or, parasite issue, whatever you want to call it, right? Is Virgo deals with understanding the background of things, you know what I'm saying? The hidden systems from a more left brain and more of a mathematical perspective, right? But it's still magical, hidden, godly, relevant in the same sense as Pisces, if that makes sense. No, I'm kind of jumping all over the place back and forth, but I just wanted to kind of connect those two different aspects. of how Pisces and Virgo both deal with, the hidden things in reality. It's important to not just look over the mundane, or the seemingly mundane, rather. The things that might seem that it's mundane, or the things that might seem like it's, normal or minuscule. We live in an American society. You pretty much promoted, like, you know what I'm saying? Taller, stronger, bigger, you feel me? Yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera. You feel me? This is the importance, but it's not necessarily the the total truth for the picture. You feel me? You get a little bacterium in the wrong place of your body, you can fuck around and develop a life-threatening cancer, something that you can't necessarily bounce back from, right? If you take the right level of herb or whatever, you digest it, and those substances break down in your body, it can release life-saving chemicals into your bloodstream, into your person. You feel me? That can help you mitigate conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, hypertension, or, you feel me, parasites lodged in the liver, colon, yada yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. Even schizophrenia. You feel me? A lot of people do cleanses and come up out of conditions to where they were previously known as bipolar or schizophrenic, or, you feel me, dealing with a lot of different psychological factors that limited the ability of that person to properly function in society. Depression, suicidal ideation, you feel me, yada yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. Moral of the story, once again, Pisces, Virgo, they both deal with the hidden aspect. They also both deal with, I don't want to say the victim. It's not the victim, but it's the genius that's the wounded genius is possibly the best way that I can put the functioning of this axis. Both ends of this axis are calling for a liberation of some sort, right? And both Virgo and Pisces are geniuses in their own respect. A lot of the greatest scientists themselves, a lot of the greatest thinkers, a lot of the greatest minds on our planet, have come under the guise of having either Virgo or Pisces or both within their particular chart. I'm saying this ain't something I'm just saying. It's just a, analysis that I've made from my own astrological study. Uh, Mine's like Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla had Mars, South Node, Moon in Virgo, Rahu, Jupiter in Pisces. Albert Einstein, he had Saturn, Mercury, Venus in Pisces. Um, them the only two that I got off the head right now. What's the nigga name? Benjamin Banneker. Uh, Benjamin Banneker. It was a nigga who designed the White House or whatever. And I'm saying he also was an astronomer, astrologer. He also was into different spiritual sciences, engineer. You feel me? I think he engineered one of the first clocks or something like that within the time that he lived, which was like during the 1700s. But yeah, he was a genius, way ahead of his time. He was a black dude. He wrote a letter to Thomas Jefferson questioning his stance on how would I put it? Questioning Jefferson's stance on pretty much the capability of black people and how black people were being held behind in society through systematic racism or whatnot at that time. But I know I'm doing a lot of rambling, but yeah, Benjamin Banneker, Saturn, Moon, and Pisces, Jupiter, Mars, and Virgo. Fuck, young Pharaoh, Mars, Jupiter, and Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Young Pharaoh's a brilliant nigga. You know what I'm saying? He got hit with the hex situation, and they gonna lie playing with his nipples and DM and trannies and all that shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He still can't deny that the brother was a brilliant dude, in his own respect. But the commonality these people often share too is the aspect of being genius, but dealing with real troublesome encumbrances within a reality, like challenges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tesla was, I think Tesla died broke. Not only did he die broke, like Tesla was getting a lot of resistance from quote unquote Big Brother or the machine or whatever people want to call it. Tesla went through a gang of issues, a gang of getting robbed for his patents or getting robbed for his inventions. And, Tesla went through a gang warfare. Shouts out to Tesla, piece of the soul or whatnot. Who else? Young Pharaoh. I ain't got to speak on Young Pharaoh. Benjamin Benneker, the nigga died, depressed, drunk. I don't want to pronounce that on his name, but I heard from what I read, you know what I'm saying, the latter parts of his life was kind of given to alcohol and regret of some sort. I could be wrong. Go search that shit up yourself. But just saying all this to say that can be like one aspect of the Piscean, Virgo, and axis as well. The wounded genius and the hidden one, dealing with the hidden. Velocity.